Justice League of America number 3 opens up with a PSA featuring Stargirl. She describes the team as the best and brightest the United States has to offer. Back at base, Stargirl prepares to rendezvous with the rest of her team. Before she can leave, Amanda Waller stops her. Waller tells Stargirl that she wasn't recruited to be a hero. Rather, she is merely there to be the public face of the team, a cheerleader. And if Stargirl resists, Waller will bring down the full force of the United States government on her family. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is battling copies of the Justice League's Trinity that the secret society of supervillains is using. Unfortunately, the team hasn't quite found a rhythm. They lack the teamwork that could truly make the team fearsome. Furthermore, the robotic copies are difficult to take down. Removing their limbs barely slows them down. The battle ends when Vibe uses his vibration powers to utterly destroy the enemy. Back at base, the team comes up with a plan to infiltrate the secret society of supervillains. They will use Catwoman as a mole. With her murky past, the society will view her as a potential recruit. They stage a theft where she will be caught by the Justice League of America and sent to Arkham Asylum. From there, she will escape and be recruited. The plan works, and the issue ends with Catwoman restrained in the secret society's base.
The issue ends kind of with the question up in the air whether Catwoman made it into the society or not. I think she is. I think this is just one of those red herrings that you see at the end of comics. And I'm not sure what maybe this is like an initiation, right, you know? Got to be questioned or find out if your motives are pure, in which case, you know, if your motives are evil.
Well, they want your motives to be evil
in
this society. So. Making sure her motives aren't pure.
Yeah.
We do get to see a little bit more team dynamics in this issue. They fight kind of these robots that the society sent, which are basically copies of the actual Justice League, or at least the Trinity of the Justice League.
Yeah.
And that fight I thought was pretty interesting. They lacked teamwork in almost every sense. Like Trevor's trying to tell everybody what to do, and everybody's just doing their Hawkman is just bashing away and.
Well, there's a lot of inexperience on the team.
Well, I think it's a mix of experience and inexperience, and I think it's more of a matter of it gelling together.
Obviously, you have Martian Manhunter, who has a lot of experience, is very capable in battle, but then you have the untested people like Vibe, who kind of just unleashes his powers with everyone in the way. Though his powers, I think, could be interesting if they can take apart, robots. What is that going to do to Cyborg? Yeah,
I think that was mainly a setup, so when it comes to Trinity War, Justice League of America stands a chance. But, some other team dynamic problems with the Justice League of America, I think, is Martian Manhunter. He kind of has his own agenda, so you can never be 100% sure he's with you. Steve Trevor seems to be kind of calling the shots, but he has no superpowers, so why would somebody like Hawkman, who's just a loose cannon, respect him and listen to him?
Even in this issue, when Katana sort of doesn't seem to trust Catwoman,
right.
It's only Martian Manhunter's word that gets her okay, I do trust you. And personally, I think Martian Manhunter is the coolest person on this team. Everyone else I'm kind of meh on.
Well, he's definitely, I think, the strongest person on the team.
Well, definitely.
Another inexperienced person they're going to have is Simon Boz when he comes back from the whole First Lantern thing, because they've already shown that he's going to be on the team. They had the empty chair for him in the last issue. So Trinity War is going to be DC's summer event where Justice League fights Justice League of America, fights Justice League Dark, and we don't know what's going to be motivating them to fight yet. Pandora is going to be in the mix.
And Pandora, for those of you who don't remember, is the mystic being from Flashpoint who combined all the universes.
Moving forward into Trinity War, what do you think we could expect?
Obviously, we can expect Justice League on Justice League action. Even Trevor says it in this issue, which was kind of funny.
Trevor also makes a reference to Justice League Dark, saying they got a moving base, which I think is the House of Secrets that Constantine has. Although I think they're perceiving Justice League Dark kind of as more of a threat than they are. Justice League Dark is very less of a formal team, in my opinion. They all kind of just group up to take care of stuff.
Well, they never really address Justice League Dark when they're forming this team. This team seems to be specifically formed to fight the Justice League.
That's true. In the first issue, they kind of have that board of who matches up against who.
And even back then, those matchups seem ridiculous. The only one that is, like we said, is powerful enough to even stand a chance is Martian Manhunter.
But they had matched up against Superman, so that's kind of ridiculous. I remember they had Catwoman matched up against Batman, which is kind of absurd in my opinion.
Yeah, he's just gonna use her feminine charms to maybe get under his skin, but I don't know how far that's gonna go.
And like Simon Boz versus Hal Jordan, come on.
The one matchup I found interesting was Stargirl and Cyborg because they're both young. I was thinking it's possible that that eventually could blossom into one of those weird romances or young romances you might see.
Like a Romeo and Juliet type deal, like Capulets versus Montagues.
Exactly. Stargirl in this issue seems to have a very interesting role within Justice League of America. She's just the PR.
But there also seems to be kind of like a subplot line where it seems like she's wielding a lot of power, so I think she could be kind of a wild card come Trinity War, where nobody's gonna like really know what she can do, and she'll blow away everybody's expectations. There's still a lot of question marks in the air for Trinity War, and I'm looking forward to it. I just kind of hope that the Justice League doesn't roll over everybody.
So for Justice League of America number 3, what would you give it as a grade?
I'd give this issue a 3 out of 5. I felt like the story went kind of slowly, and most of the issues seemed to be devoted to building story for future issues.
I'd give this issue a 3 out of 5 as well. Kind of felt that the fight with the fake Justice League and the whole plan with Catwoman was kind of overblown and didn't need to be as long. It didn't draw me in as much, but looking forward to Trinity War.
Thanks for watching B3 Comics review of Justice League of America number 3. Before we go, we got a question for you guys.
So we think that Justice League still has a major advantage of Justice League of America. So who do you think would be a good fit to join the team?
Leave your answer below in the comments, and if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. Thanks!